I'm playing something almost every week, and sometimes I want to talk about it and give you a vertical slice. So stick with me for some lightning reviews. This week on the chopping block. This week I spent a little time playing Closing Up Shop. I've given enough insight to my life and thought processes over the years in videos for viewers to know that if I'm busy or stressed, more often than not, I'll skip a weekly upload. And I was foreseeing that being the case this week. Between seeing friends and scheduling snafus, I didn't think I'd be devoting a lot of time to gaming unless something short and snacky came up. Even more so, imagine my surprise when Matt Kuna, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that, the developer behind The Warehouse from quite a few videos back, reached out to me with the hope that I'd take a crack at his next project, Closing Up Shop. And let me just take a moment to say that I'm actually very impressed with Matt. Not necessarily for the game, though. We'll get to that after I've padded out the script to stall for a little bit more time, but for the fact that creators, myself included, are extremely sensitive to criticism. The ones that succeed are often the ones that are receptive when critiques arise, so I was very much never expecting to hear back from him after my review of his previous game tore into it, albeit trying to maintain a constructive tone. And let's take a moment to do the good YouTuber thing. To reiterate, Matt asked me to play this. And it was free, but it's free for everyone. He's listed it on itch.io for free. Link down below if you want to give it a try. Yeesh, talk about being receptive to criticism. I said the last one should have been cheaper and he makes his next game free. Anyway, Closing Up Shop appears to be a mixture of one of those job simulator games mixed with a moderate creature survival horror game. You're closing up a cell shop for the evening, but emergency notices declare that there's a monster in the area. You receive your instructions via phone message, similar to the first Five Nights at Freddy's, then the emergency broadcast system tells you how best to survive the creature. While the voice acting for the job tasks is fine, a default voice sim delivering the survival instructions doesn't do the game any credit and may actually disservice an attempt at tense atmosphere.
Clean up and message in the vicinity and within a practice the placing of clutter. Avoid loud noises like alarm systems. Turn on all lights in the house and...
I did find it was a nice touch that the message became muffled when you put your phone away, though. Let's say the sound design is serviceable. Next is the gameplay. Standard WASD movement and interacting with items depending on the task needed. I'd again highlight the need for customizable controls in future endeavors, Matt. Additionally, I found it somewhat irritating that the items used for cleaning up the shop could only be picked up and put down in one exact spot. It seemed counterintuitive to make it that your phone was one potential implement of survival, but couldn't be held while using cleaning supplies. Then again, I'm a freak of nature with two hands, so what do I know? I will go ahead and say that I did appreciate that gag at my expense with the gun. Well played, Matt. Although it does seem that the monster stays pretty scarce as long as you follow the environment directions. Once you close the shop, though, much to my surprise, there was a second phase of wandering outside. This was where things took a turn for the worse for me, especially once I had to go through an area that I couldn't tell if it was urban or forested. And I know other pundits have highlighted this in the past, but making an obnoxiously small, light-to-seer environment is both cheap and unrealistic. Don't do that. It predominantly serves to frustrate rather than add tension. I did appreciate the addition of a checkpoint system, though. Although, unfortunately, I didn't utilize it to the degree I might have, because unlike the last game, I didn't finish it, mostly because I don't enjoy these varieties of survival horror. Once the game left the store, it seemed like a far less honed and more generic experience. And another decision that seemingly bewilders me is the lack of a continue function when you pause the game. Seriously, I press escape to go tend to some laundry, and when I come back I have to start over. I'm pleased Matt is continuing his projects, and I can say I saw a bit more potential in this one, but I'd say keep improving for now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a day off from my days off. Hey, thanks for sticking around all the way to the end. Remember that I give away Steam keys with my regular weekly uploads, and all you have to do to enter is leave a comment and have contact info on your YouTube profile. But as always, thanks for watching and keep your head on your shoulders.